I don't have a lot of time here tonight, so I'm just going to lay it out to you guys. I'm not a comedian, I'm a test comedian. I don't tell my own jokes, I tell the jokes of other comedians before they take them on stage. Being a test comedian is a lot like being a test pilot, except you crash and burn every night. That's one of my own jokes, which is one of the reasons why I'm a test comedian. How this works is I get paid $50 for every short joke I tell, and $100 for every long joke I tell, and I've only got 4.5 minutes to tell them. If you find any of these jokes offensive, they're not mine, and I'm still getting paid. I'm a test comedian, I'm just here to make bank. So let's see what we got tonight. Food humor. Does anyone else out there like naan bread? I don't care. I like naan bread. I love naan bread so much that I want to make parody movies about naan bread, like Conan the Barbarian, Chronicles of Narnia, How to Tame Your Dragnon, and Saving Private Nan and the Nan Identity, both starring Matt Damon. So, do you ever go to an Indian restaurant and you ask them what kind of naan they serve, and they don't serve naan because they come from a totally different part of India? And they might have other kinds of flatbread like appam, bakshala, bati, bakri, batura, chapati, chikuli, dosa, papadam, paratha, puri, parota, 6 different kinds of roti, akko cholada, maki, ragi, romani, and kori, shirma, taftan, tangle, give me my garlic naan. Okay, audience interaction bit. Knock knock. Jacob Zuma. Wouldn't it be fucking awesome if we didn't know who he was? Yeah, topical humor here. So who's been following the news about Brock Turner, that rapist who happens to be able to swim? So if you don't know what's going on, this 20-year-old all-star American swimmer guy sexually assaulted this unconscious girl behind a dumpster. He got caught, he got convicted, and he got 6 months in a county jail as penance. Later, his father described the sexual assault as 20 minutes of action. 6 months, he should have gotten 6 fucking years. So, maybe this is just me. Don't worry, maybe this is just me, but I feel like we should have a top secret special forces team who just rapes rapists. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think it wouldn't be amateur either. It would be professional. They'd be a crack team. You know? We call them the A team. The A stands for anal. And the team would be Hannibal and Murdoch and Faceman and B.A. Baracus. And B.A. stands for breaks your ass. They drive around in their big black van and they kidnap rapists and they show them what 20 minutes of action is. And then Hannibal would smoke a big fat cigar and he'd say, "I love it when we all come together." So, I'll give that one a 7 out of 10. Okay, family-friendly humor. So, who's got kids? I don't care. You've decided to solve all the problems in your life with a child, then why not give them a gift that they'll never forget? Their entire childhood, tell them they're adopted. Then when they turn 18, yell, "Surprise! We're your biological parents." Okay, this is my last joke here. It's worth $100 to me. So the thing about insulting people on the internet is that no one's really putting in the hard yards anymore. You know, it's all "fuck you" this and Hitler that. But I mean, who's really got the time to write incredibly long, insulting, sick comments on the internet anymore? Of course, because this is a fucking comedy routine. I have that kind of time. I especially have that kind of time for people who spoil the latest episode of Game of Thrones. So that happened to me a couple of weeks ago. And I think this is a totally reasonable response. It goes like this. "Dear dickhole paper cut, I hope a parasite lays an egg inside your eyeball. And I hope that fucking egg hatches and it starts eating the jelly in your eyeball and eventually it's the size of a pinhead. And there's a little blurry spot in your vision while you're driving and it increases the chances of you dying in a car crash. Then I hope it keeps eating the jelly and it gets bigger and bigger and then other people start to notice you're on a date and the woman notices it, she takes a picture of it and sure enough there's a swimmy little fucking cockroach thing in your eyeball and she shares it with all her friends and you became an eye roach guy. So then it gets even bigger and it's crammed up inside your eyeball like Kubis Visa on an airplane toilet. And people look at you and on one side they've got a nice normal eye, on the right side there's this fucking nightmare eye roach just staring right back at them out of there. So the doctors, fortunately they decide now it's time to do something about this shit, so they schedule you for eye surgery. But the night before, the eye roach decides it's time to hatch. So it releases endorphins into your skull to keep you asleep, and it uses its little claws to tear a hole in your eyeball and push itself out. But you're asleep, so it's still under your eyelid, which is like a little flesh tent over its head. So it cuts that open, tears that open, fucks off, disappears somewhere. For a bunch of years, it's growing and growing and growing until it comes back and becomes like Trump's running mate or something. But before it goes, it lays an egg inside your other eye, so you never fucking spoil another episode of Game of Thrones for me. Thank you very much, helping me make 500 grand.